What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Critical Overlord here. We're going to be talking about Final Destination 6 in this video here today, aka Final Destination Bloodlines, that is supposed to be dropping in theaters this upcoming May, in IMAX as well. The trailer for this film has finally arrived, and it's enticing, nostalgic, and it includes all of the appropriate ingredients for a Final Destination trailer, to me anyway, and I'm seeing all of the reactions online. People are absolutely eating this trailer up, and I'm going to dive into a few other things that people are concerned about as it pertains to what was shown in this trailer. Now, it's mostly just an alleged kill sequence, and yes, me using the word alleged is a clue, but the official description confirms what many of us have been revealing for months, in the fact that they are not doing the first responder story. It's completely different. It's about a college girl, Stefani, and connected to her grandmother, Esther, who they don't show in this trailer. But the official plot says, plagued by a violent recurring nightmare, college student Stefani heads home to track down the one person who might be able to break the cycle and save her family from the grisly demise that inevitably awaits them all. Now, that nightmare is expected to be her dreaming about this incident that occurred in the 60s with her grandmother and a bunch of others at the grand opening of allegedly what is referred to as the Skyview Tower. So yeah, that's probably going to be a pretty bonkers opening. Now, the trailer itself, the dude in the trailer, I should say, the one operating this tattoo parlor, is supposed to be one of Stefani's cousin, if my memory isn't failing me at the moment. So he starts to close down the shop, which, by the way, this red tint throughout was a superb choice. Definitely sets the stage for something violent to occur. But anyway, he starts closing down the shop. He's yapping about his dad who just died. Must have been a victim to death. And then in true Final Destination fashion, after we are shown him highlighting the word dad on his, or not highlighting, but tattooing the word dad on his arm, multiple objects start falling over, aligning perfectly to create one of the most brutal sequences that are going to unfold in this film. His nose ring gets caught in the ceiling fan, and all hell just breaks loose from there, as the trailer concluded with him seemingly burning to death. All the reputable trades I've seen have started saying, oh, this shows off someone dying, this, that, and the third. All I will say is this is a sequence that Craig Perry has been hyping up, and I've even put out a clip as far back as 2023. A lot of you started finding that clip and bringing it back up on Twitter. I'll probably retweet it after this video, but this kill has a lot of moving parts to it. They put this in here as a trailer for a very specific reason, because they're definitely trying to throw you off track. There are a lot of moving parts to this scene. This scene is also going to be very crucial to what happens going forward. So while people think this spoils something, you kind of are right, but you're also completely wrong. You're both right and wrong. They have spoiled something, but what people are assuming has been spoiled, you're completely off. You're off. You're way off. Something is going to transpire in this sequence that is going to change the narrative completely. Those of you who have been listening to my videos, you probably have an idea of what I'm talking about, but I've just been seeing all of these different conclusions people are jumping to, and all I can say is that that's not it. You're wrong. And for those who think this is just some market ploy, it is not. This is an actual scene in the movie. The sequence does occur. This man is going to be dangling like that from his nose ring. I think at one point in one of my other videos, I told you guys to be careful wearing piercings going to watch this movie. I think so. But I enjoyed this trailer. I thought they did the right thing because they did not show us a lot. They showed us enough. They have misled you. And now when you sit down and watch the actual movie, I promise you, you're going to be shocked at what happens in this sequence and what other revelations come from this sequence. So you guys let me know, what did you think about the trailer down in the comment section below. I thought the trailer was great. I thought it served its purpose. Again, I thought it was very much so in line with what we've come to know and love about the franchise. I would have loved to have seen different characters. Yes, I know that people are already like, oh, they didn't show enough. I get where you're coming from. I think they showed more than enough, because we're still going to get the full-fledged trailer, or another new trailer, I should say. And that's probably going to show probably a little bit too much, and then you're going to have that narrative. You constantly have this back and forth. Either it doesn't show enough or it shows too much. And it's like, well, pick your poison. What do you want? Do you want them to not show enough, or do you want them to show too much? I'll take not enough. But again, I believe this tattoo parlor individual, he is supposed to be one of Stefani's many cousins. And the sequence itself, there's a lot of moving parts to it. What they show you, that's just like the tip of the iceberg. They've only scratched the surface with this sequence. This sequence is very crucial to the movie. I've talked about it ad nauseum on the channel. I cannot wait to see it unfold in all of its glory. Yes, when the teaser dropped yesterday, I had an idea that this would probably be the tattoo parlor sequence, but I just didn't want to say that. I wanted to wait and see if the actual full-fledged trailer would end up being just that scene alone, and sure enough, that's what they gave us. But again, the film is supposed to be connecting all of the movies that we have been getting for the past 20-something years. It's a big celebration of all of those movies. I did notice that the teaser, when it was shared on Instagram, they started tagging certain stars from past movies. AJ Cook, Ali Larter, I believe, was another one, and some other familiar faces. So who knows? There could be some surprise cameos that are in this movie after all. I did specify that from what I've learned, nobody secretly appeared, but I did also stress that that could be for a very specific purpose. They probably don't want it to get online. They probably want to protect it as close as they can, and not having it in what you're showing people is the best way to do it. So we'll see. We could be getting somebody back in the flesh, but as far as I know, this certain specific person that this is mostly going to be referenced throughout the film, they don't appear on screen, although she very much so could end up appearing at the tail end of the movie to set up a Final Destination 7. But what do you guys think about the trailer? Did it live up to your expectations? Why or why not? Let me know all of that down in the comment section below. Are you looking forward to Final Destination Bloodlines? Let me know down in the comment section below. What do you hope to see from Final Destination Bloodlines? Do you want to see a lot of Tony Todd in Final Destination Bloodlines? What do you want Tony Todd's backstory to be in Bloodlines? For those people who already watch my videos, you know what his backstory is going to be, but that question is to the people who don't frequently watch me. Again, the trailer did its job, showed you a sequence. It has misled you. You are not going to be, you're not prepared for what actually unfolds in the scene. That's all I can say. There's a lot that's going to be unpacked, and it's going to completely change the trajectory of the story. And the one assumption that people keep making about that person, I don't know, man. You sure you want to say that that's the case? And I'm not specifying what it is. I keep seeing people say, just in case people who are not in the know don't get spoiled. But there's this one thing people keep specifying they're certain is happening in this sequence, or they think it means for the character throughout the film. I don't know how right you are there, but you will find out if you are right or wrong in the month of May, because they could, of course, always change it. There could have been multiple cuts that have been lined up by the time this comes out, and I could be the one that's shocked more than all of you. Let me know what you guys think about this down in the comment section below. If you haven't already, of course, make sure you subscribe, turn on post notifications so you can never miss a video. In the description, I have links to my social media accounts. I am on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can message me there, of course. Let me know any movies, news, or reviews like me to cover in the future. And with all that in mind, guys, I will see you in the next video.